Good morning, Daily Coaching Hangout. Google did some updates last week, so there's going to be maybe some wonkiness. I'm not even sure if you guys can see and hear me. Let me know over in the Facebook group if so. Otherwise, we'll get it started. See if you guys can see and hear me over in Facebook. Let me know over in the Facebook group, or if you can let me know in the chat. It's you should be able to have the regular Google Hangout chat because the webinar on air is actually not going. So let me know, or yeah, the webinar on air application. So let me know if you guys can see and hear me over on Facebook.
Good morning and welcome to the free Daily Coaching Hangout. Your daily hangout for mindset, tech tips, and everything attraction marketing. We're here every morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Sit back or jump in. Either way, remember to have some fun. Here at freedailycoaching.com.
All right. Well, good morning and welcome. I'm going to see, can you see this chat over here? Trying to see if you can see just the regular chat from Google. It's up in the top left corner in the blue box. So seeing if anyone can see that. I don't know if there's anyone able to even see right now or how you guys are connecting. So let me go and check over in Facebook and see if you can actually see. I'm checking to see if you guys can see and hear me. I'm looking over on Facebook and seeing. I'm checking right now. Okay. In the group. All right, so I guess I need to post a link over in the group. It shows I have 2 viewers, so a couple people found it over on YouTube, maybe onto the over on Google Plus. So let me go ahead and paste it for the group this morning. Let me see if that does it. Because I'm trying to get it posted up for everyone and see if they can. Yeah, it looks like so. So it looks like I posted a link for people to be able to jump over into the group. And I'll hang out for a few minutes here and see if we can give some more people to jump over, because I don't know if anyone's even seeing this right now. Might have to just do a broadcast later once Webinars on Air gets updated as well. All right, sounds like someone's over here with us. Let's see who popped over. All right, Gibbs is here, Len's here. I think the only way that anyone's going to be able to be over here today, guys, is if they're actually popped over onto the Hangout, or if they find the Hangout link over on, if they go over to Google Plus or YouTube, because Google Hangouts actually did an update last night, so Webinars on Air is now, trying to. I just contacted them and they're getting it fixed so that it'll merge back in. So when I went to go start the webinar, it automatically went to a Hangout this morning instead of a Webinars on Air. So no one, like I was running, I'm like, listen, no one can even see the chat or anything probably. So let's give people a few more minutes. It says we have 2 viewers, so there's probably a couple people watching in from YouTube and or Google Plus. So we'll give it a few minutes. We'll finish by the time. We'll finish by the top of the hour this morning. So hopefully people will jump in, and then if they don't, once it fills up here with the 9 of us, then and the rest of the people, hopefully it'll push them over to Google Plus or YouTube so that they can watch. So the only reason, you guys, if you want to mute out, you can, and then if you want to, then later if we finish, if I get done and we ask for questions, we can, and then that way there's no, just in case there's echo or if you got stuff going on in the background. We'll give it just another minute here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll let a couple more people. Some people might not come over because they're like, oh, I don't want to be on camera. I'm still in my pajamas. You know how it is working from home.
Yeah, I had to quick pull my pants up.
Oh, good times.
Saying.
All right, so. Guys, good morning and welcome. I did the intro earlier, so I don't know how this is going to play out this morning. If this will be recorded and broadcast on to, hopefully it'll be the recording will still go up to YouTube and Google Plus, so you'll be able to catch it there. The Webinars on Air staff is getting their end all updated. Google Hangouts did an update, which is actually pretty cool. I guess when I go to run the next Hangout regular, I'll be able to see they added an application where you can interact and go show links and websites and everything interactively with the group in the Hangout, so that was cool. And then they added also, and I don't know, you guys might have saw this as you logged in. I don't know what it showed as a viewer today as you logged in, but then they also added the Applause app. So, before you had to go into the Google Effects and look for like the little clapping hands, now there's like a whole little app. So while we're hanging out, different, people can be sharing and doing different stuff. So it looks like Google did some cool updates. So hopefully the Webinars on Air guys, they're already working on it. So it'll probably, if you have something going on by this afternoon, it'll probably already be fixed. I already Skyped them, and they said they're already on it. So, and they also said if you have a different Google Plus account, it might work. So I'm just telling you, for any of you that actually use the Webinars on Air function, just know that they're already working on it and going for it. So this morning, since yesterday, I thought we did it a little bit different, so we kind of switched up the days. Yesterday we did an interview. Today we're going to do what we do on Wednesdays a lot of times is talk about words, the words that we're using, what we're doing when we're, and a lot of people call it prospecting. The other day I had to take a step back and say, I don't think I really that's not really a thing for me anymore. I don't necessarily think that I'm prospecting anymore. It just, I don't think of it in those terms because of the way in which I'm generating leads. It's not really, I'm not like prospecting anymore, right? I'm just asking for their information, and I start communicating with them, and then if I have something that they're interested in, I just put it in front of them and then let them make a decision. So it's different than the old way of thinking about going out and prospecting in that sense, where you're going and doing that specific activity. So this morning I wanted to talk about ways that we can communicate, though, in the words that we can use. People are going crazy over in the group over in Facebook because they can't find the link. So let me see if we got these people taken care of. I think so. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So people are finding it, and they're just watching it on YouTube, so awesome. So this morning I wanted to talk about a really great way that you can make more sales, get a better response right? Or get more leads. So maybe you're looking to get more people to watch a video. Maybe you're specifically trying to capture their information to get a lead. Maybe you're specifically trying to sell something, right? Maybe Brian this week wants to sell Beats by Dre because they make a great headphone, and he's got a line on them where he can buy them for 75% off. So he wants to go sell some Beats by Dre. Chris Schaus is going to sell optics, right? She's got a line on some great optics, and she's going to do that. Let's say Christina Irving's going to sell pet supplies, right? So we're just go down the line. You can Malia's going to has a sweet deal on hair products. She's got dyes. She's got like the extension pieces that you can braid in, which me and Brian are going to grow out our little side fluffs and probably start investing in that. Right? So think about it that way. Everyone could be doing something different, but this strategy that we're going to talk about this morning can work no matter what you're doing. So it doesn't matter if you're trying to make the sale, you're just trying to capture some interest, or you're trying to get a lead. So the idea is, what if you started asking a question that was laser focused so that you were going to elicit a specific response? Right? So today, right now, we're going to go over three of these questions, and then later I'm going to expound on these and go even more in depth and do even more questions for those that are part of the Friends of Free Daily Coaching. So question number one to look at is, and this is a great one, especially if you're using social media and any kind of social media platform, because people just, if you've been on social media, people go nuts, right? People just go crazy on social media. So one of the questions to ask, and this is like a two-part question, is what are they angry about, right? What are they upset about? What are they all riled up about? And who are they all riled up with? If you can pinpoint that question to your market, you're going to be able to get people to engage right away. Okay? Let me give you an example. Let's say that you're selling, or you want to get interest in a something that has to do with professional football. Okay, if you wanted to go nuts with selling some football stuff, let's say to Jets fans, you could go and identify who are the Jets, like the New York Jets. Who are they upset about, right? Who are they upset with? Why and who? Why are they upset, and who are they upset with? Well, they're upset because they're losing games and they got no quarterback. Okay? So then who are they upset with? Whose job is it that's required to fulfill that spot, right? It's not just a quarterback coach. There's like a personnel guy or general manager or the owner. There's someone in charge of getting that talent onto the team, right? But now, if you can make a question with a picture, right? Now you got like some Jets, like super fan picture, like you got a cartoon jet crashing into the ground, right? Right? You make a meme or something, and the question specifically gets those people riled up and fired up. Now they're going to engage with you, right? And then you can start to tell them, hey, listen, I got this sweet line on all this NFL gear. Or, hey, you want to watch your game over here for free? Whatever. I was using the NFL and like sports as an example, especially for the angry one, because if someone's a fanatic about anything, any fanatics about anything, you're going to get people that get really fired up. You're going to find people that are riled up about something, and then they like to focus it onto like one person, right? Everyone likes to like laser focus it in. So if you do that with your marketing, you can capture their attention. So question number two, what is your audience? What is your target audience? What do they secretly, really, really in their heart, what is it that they really, really, truly desire? What is it that they really want? So if you're talking about a biz op, are you trying to, is your target market the person that just wants to make some cash right now? And if so, if that's what they really, really want, then that's what you have to speak to. Maybe those people inside, they really just want to be free. they just want to have a little bit more time to spend with their kids. They just want to pay off the debt that they incurred, right? Maybe they went to school and now they want to pay those school loans off. Maybe they took a loan against their house to put a back deck on last summer or 2 or 4 summers ago and it's still not paid off and they just want to pay it off. Maybe their kids are about to go into college and they didn't have enough savings, right? There's so many different things that it could be, but that's that question. When you can ask that question and you can tap into that, you're going to get people to respond. So that's one of the questions that you want to ask yourself. So that you want to ask yourself that question so that you can fulfill it for the needs of the people that you're serving, right? And most likely, you're going to participate in your business in a niche where you're an active participant. What I mean by that is, I'm pretty sure Howie isn't selling Alaskan gold mining property up in Alaska. Why? Because he's not into that at all. He doesn't know about it. He's not into it. It would be complicated because that would be a lot of like back-end research to get into that and then to be able to sell that, right? I mean, think about that. That's a lot of back-end stuff to get into that kind of market. So you're probably, when you ask yourself that question, think about what it is for you, right? And then that's going to start the brainstorming because you're going to start with people that are going to be attracted to you. So what you secretly desire most, there's probably, I'm just saying this, there's probably a few million other people that probably have that same desire. Just throwing it out there, right? Someone's got green screen. Oh, Vicky, that's pretty sweet, right? She's just like invisible. She's wearing an all green outfit and in green screen today. So question number 3, guys. You know what I'm talking about, right, Jake? The little the little nylon outfit that's like covering like the super fan outfit. That's what Vicky's wearing today, and she's standing in front of her green screen, so she's totally invisible. It's pretty sweet. Good idea there, Vicky. I like that. She's got mad video skills. Okay, question number 3 that we're going to talk about today. Who else is selling something that's just like what you've got, and how are they doing it? Right? Think about this, guys. Think about a commercial for that little snuggly teddy bear guy. Remember that little snuggly teddy bear guy that used to like fall from the sky? And he's like, hey, I'm so snuggly. And if you use me in your laundry, it'll be all nice and snuggly. Right? And you're like, yeah, I want to get the snuggly bear in my laundry. Right? I started to throw a stuffed animal in my dryer to make my clothes snuggly. That didn't really work. You actually had to buy their stuff. But do you see? Check this out. That was one marketing campaign. Now, if you just turn the channel and look at another company that sells the same thing, they're doing it almost the same way, right? How are they advertising? They're using all the same platforms. They're using television commercials. They're using coupons for supermarkets because that's where you buy the stuff, right? And then the other commercial is almost the same. It's not a snuggly bear, but that one is rainbows, and you're running through the field, and there's lavender and lilacs, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I just want to be there. It's the same thing, right? I grabbed some flowers, threw them in my dryer with my clothes. Didn't work out so well, but it was a try, right? It's just like the teddy bear. You got to buy the product. They did the same thing, guys. So you just have to look at who else is doing something that's really similar to this, and how are they doing it, right? And then it's literally then just using that question in your marketing to show your customer, hey, check this out. You know how this guy got this success? He was using this right over here, right? You know how this guy was listening to his tunes and how they were. Let's use the Dr. Dre beats, okay? Let's say Brian has a line on where he can go get some Beats by Dre for a good deal, right? He could be like, hey guys, maybe you heard of XYZ, or maybe you've heard of, people at home selling stuff on eBay, and you've seen the little eBay from home stores around your neighborhood, right? That's great. What if I could show you how to do the same thing, and you could do it all from your computer and never have to take anything to the store? And then he sold an online service that showed him how to sell stuff, right? So he found someone that was doing something similar and how they were doing it. He was posing that question to people like, hey, isn't it kind of a bummer that you have to like literally take your stuff down to that store? What if I could show you a way to do that and you never have to leave the comfort of your basement, right? What if you could buy 5 more cats this week and still do your business, right? I was targeting like cat people there, cat ladies. You know, those ladies that have like 27 cats on hoarders. I was targeting them right then. So these 3 questions are questions that you can use in your business to start laser focusing in onto your niche. Because when you ask them that question, they're like, yeah. If you pose the question right, you're not trying to sell. Let's go back to the Dr. Dre Beats. I just did that because he's got his headphones on today, and that's what it reminded me of. So let's go back to the Beats by Dre. You're not going to go and try and sell Beats by Dre to a demographic that's like the 67 to 97 age. I'm just saying that most 67 to 97-year-old people are not probably that like into needing that, like paying that much money for that kind of a headphone. They're probably fine just using some earbuds, right? Beats by Dre, who are you targeting? Teens to like people in their like early 30s, mid 30s, people that are like listening to massive amounts of music, right? Maybe you're going to target artists, musicians, people that are in bands, right? Like people that are into music. So if you can ask them a specific question about what their needs are and then fulfill that, boom, that's it, right? It's the simple like find what their pain is and give them the solution. You're just doing it in asking the question. Like it's almost a rhetorical question, right? All of these are like rhetorical questions because you know the answer. You're about to provide the answer. So question number 1 we talked about was, what are they all riled up about, right? What is it that they're all like worked up about, and who are they focusing that anger or that attention, that energy on? Number 2 was, what do people secretly really desire the most? And then the 3rd question is, who else is selling something that's comparable, that it's like this, right? And how? So those 3 questions, guys, just asking a question. And imagine how you can use these questions in capture pages, in your email subject titles, right? In your titles of your email and your subject lines of your email, the titling of blog posts, of videos, right? Of your podcast, of anything you're doing. Imagine when you can use the question so that people are starting to engage. And then if you want to see how great this works, go online, go on Facebook, and go into any one of these surveys or any one of these, you know, conglomerate news/info pages and see the ridiculous questions. Who are the 7 celebrities that you didn't know still existed on the planet? What are the top 9 media blitz marketing strategies that will take your business to the moon? You know? What are these 3 secrets that every man must know if he wants to have killer abs? Stop eating pound cake every night before you go to bed and do sit-ups. I mean, that's the secret, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? But people still click on it. They're like, there's 3 secrets? What? 3 secrets? I gotta know them. Click, right? And it's like, don't eat potatoes, exercise, right? I mean, come on. Like, so it's look around and look at how everyone else is doing this, and check this out. That one is like directly related. That idea is directly related to question number 3. Look at something similar and how they're doing it. Right? Look at some other things that are like what you're doing and how they're doing it and go, oh, yeah, I could totally do like that. Right? And there's all different models. Right? So if you are like dollar bill flashy guy and you see other people flashing dollar bills and maybe you want to do that. That's not me, so I don't do that. But if that was me, then I would be looking for people that were doing that. Right? And I would be finding how is that working for you. So 3 laser-focused questions that you can ask to get more sales, get better response, get more leads, really to get the desired result that you're looking for when you're working with other people, when you're communicating. You could use this in really any platform and really any medium. You could ask these questions face-to-face. You could type them up and put them on a post or a title, and there's a lot more of these questions. So later today we're going to go over more of these in a work session, and we're going to start applying them. I'm going to show you how you can start applying them to get a result. And you'll be amazed at sometimes the goofier and the more outlandish the questions. Sometimes you can even get a better result. So thank you for joining us here at Free Daily Coaching. Sorry about the technical glitches. I will let everyone know in the group today as well as soon as Webinars on Air gets fixed up, and to let everyone know. And I will post the link for the work session. I'm going to see if they get it fixed right away this morning. If not, we'll just do it on a Hangout like this, and then I'll download all the video and make it private. So thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful day. Thanks to Brian, Chris, Christina, Howie, Jake, Karen, Len, Invisible Vicky, Malia, for all joining us this morning. For all of you that are watching over on YouTube or Google+, thank you so much. Have a great, it's funny, Vicky talks and it just goes invisible. It's just like green screen. Thank you guys so very much for joining us this morning. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be back on track with Webinars on Air. See you soon.